Hi and welcome everyone to this rapid fire. We have Jayson E Street with us. Welcome, Jason.
Hello, how are you doing?
Great. So we'll be throwing a lot of questions on you quickly. This is a rapid fire round, and the question as we shoot them, you have to answer. So I will start. So, Jason, you have, and you talk about it many times. So you have you have been to over 50 countries by now, and maybe more as we speak. What is the one big thing that you have learned about people in this?
That the whole concept of someone being foreign or foreigners is a lie. There is no such thing as a foreigner. It's like every place I've gone, people are just people. It's like it doesn't matter where you come from or the language or the local flavor or culture. It's like that changes within your country that you're in. It's just we're all just uniquely the same while we're trying to be different.
The more diversity you see, the more commonality you have experienced, right? Great.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the weirdest pretext that worked for you in any engagement?
The weirdest pretext.
Which was very unexpected and you thought may not work, but
I
did.
I think one of the weirdest pretexts was being a drunk hotel guest, barefoot and in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajama bottoms, walking through the basement of a five-star luxury hotel in the south of France.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Um, I think every story is so exciting. We can keep a few of them for the next episode that we have. But yeah.
Right.
Okay, so this next one I call it as Houston, we have a problem. So
Okay.
any story where you actually got caught?
Um, well, I make it a part of my agreement to the client is that at some point during the engagement, I will get caught. I want to get caught because I want it to be a positive experience. One of the best times it's like, and when someone catches me, that's a great thing. But one of the best ones where I got caught was literally when I was filming for National Geographic. It's like, it I was supposed to be robbing a bank. It was the first bank of the day. And this is the editing they did because it made it look like it was the last bank. It was actually the first bank that I went into. And it's like, oh my gosh, I go in and it's such a small branch. And I usually go to the last cubicle first. And it's like, so I can try to establish a pattern before I actually go to an employee.
Hmm.
So, but the problem was it was a short walkway, all glass offices, so everybody could see everything. And by the time I get to the thing, I'm realizing, oh, it's just like a empty office. There's no one here. I'll try to act like I'm supposed to do something, and then I go to the next employee, and he already knows that. Like, yeah, you're sketchy AF, motherfucker. You ain't going near my computer. It's like, what's going on? And it totally. And he was like totally not gonna let me have it. But then I was like, oh, I've got paperwork in the car. Let me go get some more. So I was able to escape. But yeah, they shut me down right off and I go outside and I'm looking at the producer and I'm like, yeah, I didn't get nothing. But this is a good thing. And he's like, yeah, but it's not good for television. And I'm like, yeah, I guess not. It's like, but the other three banks I robbed perfectly, so that was good. But that first one was like, what a shake to the confidence. Because the day
Oh,
before, I was robbing a client, a different client there too, that wasn't on film, and I did that amazing. That was like I went through and I did like, but this one was just like the first one right out of the gate. I was like, oh Lord, I'm screwed.
oh, this is interesting. Yeah, but then doing an engagement with a camera, constantly with you, that's, I think,
No. They didn't. I had a hidden camera,
yeah,
in a button
I
camera. Yeah, exactly. So
totally
they were, yeah. So it was a lot of pressure because people are watching you. It's like,
watching
yeah.
you that way. Okay, so have you tried social engineering the AI?
Oh, that's one of the biggest things that I've learned to do. Because AI likes to like go and tell you that, oh, you shouldn't do that or you shouldn't ask me that. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, you're right, but now I want to do this, which is actually what I said before, but it sounds nicer now. And it's like, oh yeah, I can help you with that. Yeah, sure, no problem.
The language models are not that large after all. Sorry, not a
Exactly.
good joke, but yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay.
my whole talk this year is about, and I'm doing one at DEFCON. I'm speaking at DEFCON this year, and it's going to be about that kind of topic. And I spoke at B-Sides Goa, and I gave some good examples on how I social engineer AI to help me use AI to social engineer people.
Okay, and the last question. So you have had a very different past, like you were talking about when you started, and you have seen a lot in terms of tech and new tech and all of this which is there. But then you see this constancy of human nature not changing. From a hacker's perspective, people who are aspiring to be you, many of them might be in the audience. What does it take to become a great hacker?
The key thing, well, first of all, it's like we're all hackers. It's like we're all born hackers. It's like to be a great hacker starts with being a great human. It's like it starts with just being a decent person. And once we can, but to when you say you want to be a great hacker, I think what a lot of people equate that with is how to be successful at our careers. It's like in doing a hacking career or an information security career or a cybersecurity career. And it's like, and for that, then what's made me successful and what's made me the only reason why I'm where I'm at now is not because I'm smarter than anybody, because I'm not. It's like it's not because I have more book knowledge than other people, because I don't. What made me where I'm at now is the sheer will of not caring how many times I failed. I didn't get here because I was so successful. I got here because I just failed and kept going and I didn't stop. It's not because I'm not here because of my successes. I'm here because of my failures. I'm here because of the fact that I didn't let everybody that wanted to say how bad I was win. I tell people I succeed out of spite because I'm just petty like that. It's like, oh, you think I'm a failure? Okay, that's not cool. I mean, I think I'm a failure. I think I'm not that great. I think I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to let you have the satisfaction of saying that to my face. It's like I'm going to prove that I can do what I want to do because I'm not competing against anybody else except for me yesterday. I'm just trying to do better than I did last year. I'm trying to do better because when I'm at my deathbed, if I'm lucky enough to live another, 10, 20, 30 years or something like that, I'm not going to be thinking about any of those people who said those things. I'm not going to be thinking about how much money I made or how successful or how many people knew my name. Did I live a good life? Did I help others? Did people look at me kindly because I was kind to others? That's all I'm going to be thinking about. So why do I have to worry about these people who I wouldn't ask advice for? Why would I accept their criticism? It's like, so I just kept going and I kept hitting walls and I kept getting knocked down. And I just said, okay, it's like that happens. And it's like, and kept trying. And I'm running through some walls right now that I'm like, banging my head on. And I'm just not going to give up. So it's not about it being easy or you knowing what you know, because there's a lot of people that know what you know. The key thing is you just don't give up. You accept the failures. And a lot of people who quit are the ones who accept just losing and feeling like that's it. And they just accept that instead of accepting the failure as a lesson and then going forward.
Amazing. That's great, and that'll help a lot of listeners that we have today, all of whom are aspiring to be hackers or are in security teams and still aspiring to be hackers. So thanks a lot, Jayson, for that, and thanks everyone for joining in this rapid fire. We'll all see you in the next episode. Bye bye.